just a is nothing but it is a gain without any feedback. I'm not writing any F as a lower subscription. So next AF. So you can observe the lower subscription. I'm writing F. That means it will represent gain of a basic amplifier with feedback. So gain A is without feedback. Okay. So the gain you already know it will be output by input. So you have a question that why it is written as X0 and Xi? Why? Because I don't know whether I'm using the voltage or current. I don't know whether I'm using voltage or current. I don't know. So I may using voltage supply or current supply. As you can observe from the previous one, the feedback types. So here see in some connection type you are using, see here you are using voltage supply, here you are using voltage supply, and here you are using current supply. We don't know, depend upon application. So that's why, so in order to avoid the confusion, you may use an voltage or current. Simply it is represented as X0 by Xi. So it may be a voltage or current. So with the feedback, without feedback will be X0 by Xi. Suppose if it is with the feedback, it will become X0 by Xi. So you can see here, if it is there any feedback means what happens? So this will be an input, this will act as input and this will be act as output. So at that time when you consider this resistance, so the input will be Xs and the output will be X0. That's why it is represented as output is X0, input is Xs in the case of gain with feedback. So that's what we written here. X0 is output voltage or output current. So now I already told the relation between Xi and Xs is given by. So how? This in the figure I will show once again. In this figure, the basic feedback concept you can observe. In this you can observe in the basic feedback concept. See, so what is an Vi? Suppose I'm taking voltage source. So this is Vs. Mixer means it will add. So if I'm using a negative feedback, I'm assuming I'll be using negative feedback. So it will become minus V. Okay. So this is what written in the derivation. You can observe here. Yes. Here you can see. So I may be using voltage or current. So that's why Xi equals to Xs plus of minus Xf. So that's what I am written over here. Okay. So next is, next step can see. So AF similarly X0 by Xs. So Xs is nothing but, so I already showed Xs is nothing but, so you can write for Xs means if you transfer this side it will become Xi plus Xf. That's what I written, Xi plus Xf. So you call as an equation number. So next on dividing Xi to numerator and denominator by dividing on numerator with Xi and also denominator with Xi, we get X0 by Xi over Xi plus Xf by Xi. So here it will become X0 Xi is nothing but A, and 1 plus Xf by Xi is nothing, we don't know. Okay, whereas Xi Xi will gets cancels. Okay, so here what happens? Xi 1, Xi by Xi will be 1. So next Xf by Xi remains same. Okay, so A X0 by Xi. So again I will be dividing and multiply by X0 in order to derive for gain. So if I make an multiply and divide by the X0, so this is in the form of X0 by Xi is nothing but A, and Xf by X0 is nothing but beta. So you can replace it by, so it will become A by 1 plus beta. Okay, so that is what here. Then gain with negative feedback for a voltage amplifier. So for an voltage amplifier, so I represented the lower subscription with V. So here, wherever you can see gain is AV is nothing but I'm using voltage amplifier. So this is the derivation for gain with feedback. Okay. So this is about gain with feedback. So next is a loop gain. A path of a signal from input terminal through amplifier followed through the feedback network and back to the input terminals forms a closed loop. So here in the figure you can observe a path of a signal from an input. So I will show here. So when a signal is entering, a path of a signal is entering through an amplifier and it is fed back through the feedback network. Again, it will reach to the starting point. So this is called as a loop where it will starts at this point and it is also ends at the same point. So it is called an loop gain. Okay, so the gain of this is product minus a beta. So why if it is we are using with an negative feedback, it is minus a beta. So a is nothing but you know that a is the voltage amplifier. It is represented by a and the feedback network with a beta. So that's why it is a beta. So the this is gain is called a loop gain and return ratio. So next is gain stability with feedback. So the gain stability with the feedback will be having several factors. So which are those due to several factors like temperature, operating point, the transfer gain of amplifier is not a constant. It is not constant. So there is a few drawbacks of this which can decrease the negative feedback. So let's see what is the gain stability with feedback. So this is the formula so which we already derived, that is AF equal to A by 1 plus A beta. So here by differentiating on both sides with respect to A. By differentiating this equation with respect to A, we will be getting DAF by GA is equal to, so we will be differentiating this, that is 1 plus A beta whole square, 1 plus A beta. So we are differentiating with respect to A. So what happens? This will become 1. So that is this will become 1 minus by taking this as a constant we will be going differentiate 1 plus A beta. So anyhow 1 is constant, okay, and differentiating with respect to A, so A will become 1 then beta, so it will become beta A. So then A beta minus A beta will cancel, remaining is 1. So that is 1 over 1 plus A beta whole square. So next by transferring this to the numerator, it will become DAF equal to DA by 1 plus beta A square. So next dividing the above equation. So by dividing the above equation 5.13 on both sides by AF. So on dividing with AF, so what happens? You already know the AF formula, that is A by 1 plus A beta. So by substituting over here, so this and this will cancel. So on substituting AF, so 1 over AF, it will become 1 plus beta A by A. By cancelling these two, so it will become 1 by 1 plus beta A, DA and DA will remains constant. Okay. So next, we're taking the magnitude of that. So for a beta A is greater than 1, so at that time, so when the beta A is more than 1, so this will be neglected, only left out is beta A. So then this DAF by AF is nothing but there is a fractional change in amplification with the feedback. That means you know already the gain is AF is nothing but gain with the feedback. So DAF means there is a small change or fractional change in this AF. So that is represented as DAF by AF. Similarly, DA by A. So it is just an gain without a feedback. So there is a fractional change in a Gain without feedback, it is represented by dA by A. So this is just a loop gain, beta A. So this is how a basic amplifier gain is decreased by a beta A factor. So let's see what is the sensitivity. So 1 over 1 plus beta A is called the sensitivity. Okay, the reciprocal of this will be called as desensitivity. So the sensitivity is nothing but there's a fractional change in amplification with feedback divided by fractional change without feedback. So it is already given over here. So next, let's see the, so next with the oscillators. So oscillators is nothing but a electronic device which produces a signal without any input signal excitation. That means without giving any input to the circuit, we can produce the, it can produce the output. So this is called oscillators. How without giving any input it will produce output? Let's see. So here you can see this is a concept of feedback where you are giving input. But in the case of oscillator, you can see over here, there is no input, there is no your voltage source or something. So here just an understanding purpose, we are connecting one switch. So there is no input, but it is producing an output. So how it will be done? So let's see. So the only difference between the feedback concept and the oscillator with feedback, we are not giving any input and there is no mixer. So that's why there is no input and there is no mixer. Okay. So in the oscillators, so I already told it will produce the output without any input. So this application is to generate signals in TV or broadcast, okay, in the radio, which these are all used in TV and radios. So next is the concept. So you already know, I already told about the positive feedback and the negative feedback in the previous lecture series. So what is positive feedback? When input signal and a part of output feedback to a input are in phase. So that means I already told the positive feedback and negative feedback. So depend upon how we are connecting the passive components. Passive components are nothing but your resistance, capacitance and inductance. Okay, how we will be connecting these resistor, capacitor and inductor. So positive feedback is nothing but when the input signal and a part of the output is fed back to the input are in phase. So means you are giving this signal. So when you fed back also, so after the feeding back, it is also in phase. Then it is an positive feedback. It is not changing any phase. Suppose you are giving the input this. Okay. So after it is going through the amplifier and coming back to the feedback network and it is like this. So there is an input, what you are feeding this, what you are getting, this is, there is an phase shift and the whatever you connected over here, it is a negative feedback. So that is what, when a both output signal and part of output fed back to the input are in out of phase, then it is known as negative feedback. But in the case of oscillations, we will be using with an positive feedback and hence used in electronic circuits. Okay. So here you can see oscillator with the feedback and we are not using any input over here. But in order to understand purpose, we are connecting just a switch. So you are giving input voltage and you are getting an AV naught with gain. So the a part of an output is fed through an feedback network and here you will be getting with an VF. So then it will be feeding again. So these should be in phase. So then it is for positive feedback. In the oscillator, we are using the positive feedback. Why? Because you are not giving any input over here. You are not giving any input. So your gain should be increasing, not decreasing. So without that, how you'll be getting? So inside that amplifier, you know the transistor will be there. So the inside connection of an amplifier, it is a just a connection of a transistor. So you may remember in the transistor. So when in the transistor, I'll take one. For example, in the transistor, in order to operate this in an amplifier, the transistor to be act as an amplifier, we will be giving with some DC, right, plus VCC. Why we will giving? So in order to maintain the transistor in a particular region. So that particular region is nothing but your, that is active region, in the case of active region. So in order to maintain that, we will be giving. So here we are not giving any input for the amplifier, means we are not making any input excitation, but there is some noise produced from the transistor, and this noise will be taken as an input, and the same noise will be amplified by the amplifier, and it is given. So when the noise will be taken as an input and it is amplified, and it will be given back to the feedback network. So this feedback network will be consisting of passive components. I already told, that is resistor, capacitor, inductor. So the feedback network will be consisting of resistor, capacitor, inductor. So this is all depend upon the application. So depend upon these all things, resistor, capacitor, inductor. So by taking an incoming signal, so it will be not making anything. The characteristics of a feedback network is, it will just increase the gain. It will absorb the signal, and by using these passive components, it will be going to increase the gain. So then again it will be giving back to the amplifier. That's why I told, in the oscillation we have to use which feedback? Positive feedback. Why? Because then this here transistor is taking noise as an input, that will be amplified, and that will be given back to the feedback network. So in the feedback network, so there it has to increase the gain, so using a passive components, and the frequency, desired frequency. So the frequency formula, maybe you already knowing this, 1 over 2 pi RC. So by choosing a appropriate R and C value, you may get the frequency signal. You may get the value of frequency. So that's why it is very important to choose a correct value of resistor and capacitor value over here. So then the gain, by observing the signal, it will increase and it is fed back to the input. So this is how the oscillator with feedback. So they consider as oscillator with the amplifier gain A and feedback factor beta. So the gain is nothing but, you already know, output by input. That is, A is nothing but V naught by V in. Okay. So next, the ratio of, in the case of with feedback, you already know V naught by Vs. It is a closed loop. So now Vf is added to Vs to produce input of an amplifier. Okay. So he already, here you saw in this, sorry. Okay. Here you can see you are getting some voltage value. Here you are giving some Vs, and you are getting Vf over here, and by mixing these two you are getting Vi, isn't it? So the same thing over given over here, that is Vf is added to Vs and it will be producing Vi. So that's why I'm giving like Vi equal to Vs plus Vf, and here I'm using with an positive feedback, hence this is a positive value. So next, Vf is depend on feedback element. So anyhow, the feedback beta factor, so you may remember the beta factor is over here. This one beta factor, input is nothing but V naught, output is nothing but Vf. So when you are writing for beta, it will be Vf by V naught. So same thing was written over here. So that is what I told. Beta is nothing but output by input. So the output is Vf, input is V naught, and by making a proper thing, it will be beta V naught. So that is beta V naught. So next is by substituting this value in this equation. By substituting this value in this equation, so this will become Vi equal to Vs plus beta V naught. Okay, so then writing for Vs, so this will be cross multiplied, so sorry, cross, it will be sent to that side. So it will become Vs is equal to Vi minus beta V naught. Next, further substituting for AF. So in this, you got a value for Vs, just substitute in this 5.17 equation. So that will be V naught by Vi minus beta V naught. So next, dividing by Vi, V naught by Va, 1 minus beta V naught by Vi, you already know A, V naught by Vi is nothing but A. So this V naught by Vi is nothing but A. So you may ask, this derivation we already did previously, so that is for negative feedback. You can see over here. So this is for the negative feedback. So the feedback here it is A by 1 plus beta A, and this is for negative feedback for voltage amplifier. So whatever I am just derived now, it is for a positive feedback. So this is about positive feedbacks. That's why the only difference is it is replaced by negative sign in the case of positive feedback. So next is Barkson criterion. So in order to operate any circuit as an oscillator, so there is a one criteria, Barkson criterion. So it has to satisfy the condition. So what is this Barkson criterion states? There are two statements. So the Barkson criterion states has first statement, the total phase shift around a loop as the signal proceeds from input through the amplifier feedback network back to input again, completing loop is precisely 0 degree or 360 degree. So the magnitude of product of the gain and the magnitude should be equal to 1. Okay, that is the magnitude of gain and feedback factor to be unity equal to 1. So any circuit satisfying both of these statements, it can operate as an oscillator. So this is a reason behind this the statement. So once again I'll repeat. So the total phase shift over a loop to be 0 degree, or it should be 360, one and the same, right? It should be 360 degree. The second statement is nothing but it is an magnitude of gain, which is represented as A, and beta factor equal to unity. So any circuits are satisfying both of these conditions, so it can be operate as oscillators. Okay, so here let's see the Barkson criterion. So that is what given over here. So V naught equals to AVI, we already know, with feedback will be AVF equal to beta V naught, which I already showed. So by substituting this over here, so that means VF equal to beta AVI in the place of V naught. So beta AVI. So by replacing VF equal to VI and A beta equal to 1, the total phase shift will be 360 degree. Okay. So now you can see the amplifier with feedback, the basic inverting amplifier. So I already showed That is, suppose if you are using with an CE amplifier, suppose you are using with an CE amplifier, the phase shift will be of how much? It will be of 180-degree phase shift. So the property of an CE amplifier, it will be giving an 180-degree phase shift. That means if you are giving input to the CE amplifier in this manner, it will be producing output in a 180-degree phase shift. So that's why the what the first statement will tell, you need how much phase shift? 360 degree. So the 180 degree, so in 360 means 180 plus 180 will become 360, right? So the 180-degree phase shift, the first is already given from the amplifier itself. So still 180-degree you need. So that will be given from your feedback network beta. So 180-degree is provided from that. So how? By choosing appropriate resistor and capacitor value. So then 180-degree plus 180-degree, it will become 360-degree. So it is satisfying the first statement. So the next statement is A beta is equal to 1. Okay. So in the A beta, so whenever you are multiplying this, it should be equal to unity. So this is then property of an any circuit to be act as an oscillator. So now suppose if A beta is greater than 1, what happens? If A beta is greater than 1, when the total phase shift is 0 degree or 360 degree, it is satisfying the first statement. It is not satisfying the second statement. So at that time, the sine wave will be in the form of growing type. Okay, because the gain and the feedback network is increasing because it is greater than 1. It is not unity. So suppose it is satisfying the first statement but and also second statement, so then it is a sustained oscillation. So you can see are equal. So next is, it is satisfying first statement, that is 360 degree, but the second statement A beta is less than 1, so that is it is go on decreasing, it is decaying. Okay, so this is what, and this is about and working of oscillator, which I already explained. Okay, so this is about the oscillator.